Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super grateful to have you. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little view of this new Oracle deck that I have, because I actually wasn't intending to use it as an Oracle deck, but for those of you guys who might be in the market for it, the least I can do is give you a quick little run through of the deck. So we're talking here today, my friends, about the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. I did not know this is a Lo Scarabeo deck. Makes sense because it's in 5 languages, as Lo Scarabeo often does. But here is your deck. I will link this in the description box below if anyone is interested in getting this. The reason that I had purchased this was to use the zodiac cards for readings when I do readings on YouTube, to kind of keep track of whose reading it is, because I'm kind of just using like note cards right now. But I love this imagery. You guys are gonna see why, but let's go ahead and take a look at the book first. So this is a real cool deck. To be honest, I'm probably just gonna put all of these other cards on my wall because they're so gorgeous. I do not intend on using this as a deck, but I'd be real interested to know if any of you guys can figure out how to use it as an Oracle deck. So I am not like really into astrology very much. I do, you know, look things up as I need to. I do kind of like learning about the planets and how the, you know, positions of each planets in whatever house at whatever time affects us with the moon and the energy and things like that. But I'm not at all an expert. I'm not at all super versed in any of that, so I don't ever try to talk about it very much on my channel. So that's why I don't really want to use this very much. This seems like it might be for somebody who is very well versed in astrology. So inside of your little book, this actually has those 5 different languages, which is super interesting. I've never seen Lo Scarabeo do that in, I guess they do it in the tarot books, but it's really, I don't think I have a Lo Scarabeo Oracle, to be honest. I think that's why I was like so shocked when I saw that. I was like, this is in 5 different languages, but it's an Oracle deck. So, you have like your little introduction here. It does kind of talk about what the cards are, what the signs are. It gives you just like the tiniest bit of information about the signs, about cardinal, you know, mutable, fixed, all of that fun stuff, what the fire, water, air, and earth signs are. Then it does give you a tiny little overview here of each of the signs, what they are, what the date is of them, and the key phrase for each of those signs. That's what it looks like across the board for just your 12 zodiac signs. And then you do have in here as well the planets. So you have the sun, the moon, and then the 9 planets. So this gives you a tiny little overview of each of those planets. That's what it looks like in there for all of them. And then the same thing with the elements. You do have the 4 elements as well in here. It gives you a brief little overview of the elements, and then tiny little chunk of information about the elements. I was reading through this. They would like you guys to use it kind of as what influences are at play at the time or things like that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to use it, but I do really love this imagery. It's crazy beautiful. So it does give you technique and spreads for using the cards. So, I mean, you can totally use it. There's advice spread, there's an advanced advice spread, there's a couple different techniques for each of those spreads, and then there's a big, like, wheel, zodiac wheel. Again, doesn't really resonate for me to use it, but there's a little thing about the artist, and then in the rest of your book is all of that information in your different languages. So, very interesting concept. I've never seen another zodiac oracle. I have looked just in case, but nope, no more. So this is the only one I've ever seen like it. It's really cool. It's really interesting. And I feel, again, like someone who's really into astrology, knows a lot about it, would be able to speak on the influence of the planets and things like that in your reading. I'm not even gonna try. So here's the back of your cards. If you guys did the math, you have 12 zodiac cards 4 elements, and then 9, 10, 11 planets. There's only 20 something cards in here, so it's not a super big deck. 26 cards, there you go. So here's the back of your cards. It's not crazy thick cardstock, but I mean, it's gonna hold up. If you guys can tell, that's a little bit glossy. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards, my friends. There are numbers on them. It does say in the book that the numbers are completely random, and it's just to keep it in order. There is no specific meaning or intended meaning for the numbers that correlate with these cards. Okay, so that's very important. I'm really glad they did put that in there. So let's take a look at why I bought this deck. These are crazy gorgeous. So I will be using these for like my thumbnails in my readings to keep track of the signed readings. I really, really love these so much. There's your elements, sun, moon. I did read through the comments and the reviews, and it did seem like people are also using these as like altar pieces and to keep track of, you know, what the moon is at what time or where the sun is at what time, things like that. So they also use it for like vision boards and things like that. Again, I think it's just kind of because these are such stunning cards, there's just not really a way to read with them. But they are stunning, like stunning. I wish that I could get full prints of these because they're just crazy beautiful. So, I mean, it was a quick little review. Like I said, I don't have too much to say about it. They are normal size oracle cards. They're not super gigantic. They're, you know, they're cards, and I'm not really going to use them as an oracle deck. And I don't want to deter anyone from getting it. If you're like really drawn to these cards, you really want to get it, you have a way that you think you can use it, by all means. I would love to hear if you are going to get this deck, if you plan on using it in your readings, or if you have a really good idea for them, because like I said, I'm probably just gonna make a couple wall pieces out of them. They're so stunning. They're so stunning. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, please give me a big old thumbs up. You know, that helps me out so very much. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway, but I really hope you play along and let me know how you think you could use these cards. I'm super interested to know if anyone has ideas. So don't forget to check my description box for all of my links. If you would like to join my Facebook tarot community, you can feel free to do so. You can also follow all of my socials. All that information is always in the description box for you guys, as well as my code to use for 3E Candle Co. if you guys would like to get yourself a little discount. So I really hope that you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.